Hi, I'm Bill Lampton. Very privileged to be talking today with a most interesting person, Rennie Curran. How you do, Rennie?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
And glad to have you here. And of course, many people who hear the name Rennie Curran associate it with athletics. That's been a central part of your life.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely has. I started playing football at the age of 10 years old. Played at Brookwood High School. Had an awesome career. Was able to achieve my dream of playing at University of Georgia. Played there with some amazing players: Matthew Stafford, Noshawn Marino, Muhammad Masqua, and built up some good accolades. And was able to, after my junior season, make that leap to the NFL. And it was a pretty big decision I had to make in my life. And it really came down to just helping my family, helping my community, and just being able to live my dreams. And so I played a year with the Tennessee Titans, went on to play with Tampa Bay after that, and also with the CFL Edmonton Eskimos. So I've definitely had an awesome career. It's been a blessing to just be one of the chosen few that gets to live the dream of playing football professionally.
Here's Rennie doing what he loves best as a professional, making tackles. Well, I think one thing that people need to be aware of is that Rennie was told quite early in life, football might not be for you. You're so small.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's definitely something I've had to hear and something that motivates me. According to the experts, I'm definitely not supposed to be a professional athlete. I've been told that I was undersized. I had my parents are from Liberia, and they really didn't know much about football at all. So a lot of things I had to overcome were just a lot. There's so many different obstacles and adversities and things that I still deal with today, but those are variables that continue to push me forward. And I use that just as a motivation tool when I'm speaking to kids or, speaking to different organizations. So it's part of my story and something that is very valuable to me.
Well, you mentioned speaking. Okay, this means that athletics are not your only emphasis in life. Tell us about why you're getting into a speaking career, even professional speaking. What's the message you want to share? Rennie's speaking experience and skills qualified him to join the National Speakers Association.
Definitely. I feel like I have a very strong message, a very strong story, and just having the platform of being an athlete, it gives me ability to go to whether it's schools, churches, businesses, and really be able to reach people. As you know, many people love the game of football, love sports, and so being able to use that and use the lessons that I've learned on the football field has been great because I can use those same lessons, whether it's teamwork, adversity, overcoming adversity, accountability. I can use those different lessons that I learned on the football field to help different people and empower people in their lives and show them how to increase and improve production. So that's something that I really is really fulfilling to me. I love hitting people. I love making the big play, getting fans riled up. But at the same time, speaking is just something that I feel like allows me to be an impact player off the field.
Well, one thing's for sure. You can feel very comfortable before a large audience, 93,000 at University of Georgia with millions of people watching on television. All right, in addition to the athletics and the speaking, in the last little while, you've become an author. Here's Rennie's book titled Free Agent, telling what he's learned from life's setbacks.
Yeah, I have. I was in a position where I had gotten released from my first team, and after weeks and weeks of just training, staying in the weight room, trying to stay motivated, I decided to start writing, and it became something that was very therapeutic to me. And I realized that I could take the situation I was in of being a free agent, being in that no man's land, that I could turn it into something positive and show people how to stay motivated and the things that they can learn when they're going through times of adversity, how you can turn that situation that might be looked at as a failure into something positive. So I talk about different things like self-confidence, self-motivation, having humility, learning from failure, and not getting caught up in success. Just different things that I believe will help anybody, whether you're a high school athlete who's going to college, whether you're a college student that's getting ready to go into the real world, or a person who's just lost their job after 20 years. It touches so many different angles and so many different lives. So I really believe it's done well, and it's reached a lot of people. I wasn't planning on being a bestseller, but my goal was just to reach one person, and I feel like if I did that, then I did my job.
Well, I think there are a number of lessons we can get from this brief conversation with Rennie. One is, of course, if somebody tells you you can't do something, that you are perhaps undersized in some way, maybe not physically, but you're not equipped, that's not your talent, don't accept that. And then another great lesson that you gave us here, Rennie, is that there are going to be, no matter how talented you are, no matter how gifted you are, there are going to be disappointments in life.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a given. No matter how talented or successful or positive life is, it tends to blindside you at times, and you're gonna have those times where you question your abilities, you question your path in life, and you really have to have those different intangibles. Because it's not just about how big you are, how talented you are. It's about what you have in your heart and what you have in your mind, and that's what will get you through those times of uncertainty, those times where you're going to go through adversity. Because it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen.
Exactly. All right. Certainly, anybody who just hears this brief conversation will want to know more about how to get in touch with you, find out about your book, your speaking engagements, more about your athletic career, your future. What are some ways to contact you to find out more information?
Fans can definitely, or anybody can keep in contact with me through my website. Make sure to keep it updated, but it's renniecurran.com. And there you'll be able to find lots of videos, lots of pictures, any type of news postings, and then also through Twitter, and that's just at Rennie Curran 53. So I hope many people will stay in contact.
It's great to have a strong web presence these days, and I can tell you, having looked at his website, he definitely does. Rennie, thanks so much.
Thanks so much for having me, Bill.
Thank you for being with us, and again, we encourage you to check the additional information and get in contact with Rennie directly. I can tell you he's a person who welcomes contact from people. Thanks very much for being with us. I'm Bill Lampton.